Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. And through this channel, I'll be providing some stock analysis and also an update on our $1 Million Challenge, so please stay tuned. In the previous video, we did a stock update on ticker symbol MMAT, and we looked at questions with regard to ticker symbol MMTLP, the preferred share that has appeared in many people's portfolios trading on the OTC, looking at questions covering that. So please refer back to the previous video for details of updates for those. And before we start today's stock analysis, quick reminder of our $1 Million Challenge. If anybody does not know, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to $1 million over a period of 3 years using compound return investing. So we look to achieve 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not necessarily 201 consecutive trades, it's 201 trades with an average return. So we do take into account losses. So within the challenge, we have a special spreadsheet with chosen stocks, many of them low risk. We also have a Discord community well in excess of 300 now, working together, sharing research, trading tips, technical analysis, buy alerts, etc. We're in the dedicated Discord area. We have an agreement section, FAQ section. We have a chat opportunity to ask questions on chat, share your buys, king alerts, queen alerts, and also a leaderboard with updates. So if anybody is looking to find out more or would like to join us on this journey, details in the description below. In today's video, we're going to look at 4 stocks to add for your watch list for trading from Monday. First stock we're going to look at is ticker symbol MMAT, Meta Materials. This is a stock that has been featured a few times on the channel. And what I'd like to first of all share with you is a current news article just released on Investor Place, and the headline here on the screen you'll see MMAT stock, latest deal and a plan to scale up. So why is this a bullish article? Let's have a look at the details. So if we look at the second paragraph down, we can see that in terms of the company, they are developing products for 5G, healthcare, LIDAR and solar, and they also have augmented reality with regard to eyewear product in development, AR fusions. But what I think is very interesting on here is the final paragraph where they're looking at another product that is currently in development, which is attracting heavy attention, and that's something called GlucoWise. Non-invasive solution for glucose monitoring. So the company estimates the market potential for this product could be around about $15 billion. So as well as that, the company has potentially lucrative medical products, including a molecular biosensor and medical imaging products. So this is very exciting news and very exciting information for long-term investors and long-term holders of this stock. Obviously in the short term and the medium term, the trend and the changes that we have seen have not been what we expected, but I think certainly long term there is no doubt whatsoever that Meta Materials will be one of the best stocks to hold. Finally, second part of the article, and this is basically in terms of saying here, this development and this innovation and potential is going to eventually send the stock MMAT so much higher prices in the near term. So definitely we need to keep an eye on it. It could move very quickly. However, there's an important point to note here, and that is it may not be a smooth ride. So that's something that we're all aware of. There is huge long-term potential, but in the short term and the medium term, what we have seen is extreme volatility. And one of the reasons why this has happened is we can see at the bottom here, the Federal Reserves with regard to concerns about the economy. We have seen concerns with regard to what's happening in China, and this has affected many of the stocks, many of the markets in a negative way. Once we can get over this, I personally am confident that the market's going to make a strong recovery, and I'm not one of those believers in an upcoming correction, and I'm not one of the believers in an upcoming crash. So I don't believe that's going to happen. I think there will be volatility, I think there will be pullbacks, there will be red days, but I don't believe there is going to be a correction, and I don't believe there is going to be a crash coming fairly soon. The second stock I'd like to talk about is a stock that has been featured and discussed in the Discord community. So if you'd like to get advanced notification of such stocks, details of joining the Discord are in the description below. But this stock is going by the ticker symbol IPIX, known as Innovation Pharmaceuticals. So I'm going to start by first of all having a look at the chart. for this stock. We can see over the previous 5 days, we can see at one point this was trading around about the 30 cents mark. It has come down quite significantly since then, at one point around about 22 cents. And then we can see recently on close of play on the Friday, it was up quite significantly, and we can see it was up just in excess of 5%, closing at 24 cents. So lots of green candles at the end. There is an increase in the volume. We can see certainly the RSI close of play on Friday was at one point close to 70, but still closing at a healthy just in excess of 60 in terms of the RSI. So with regards to this stock, there has been some positive news, and there also going to be a catalyst I'm going to share with you shortly. But let's first of all have a look at the news on the screen here. We can see this is a headline from the company investor page that dated September the 23rd, 2021. And this is initially after this news, we did see a significant spike up. There has been a little bit of consolidation, but I think we're seeing some good movement in the chart just right now. But in terms of a recap of this news, we can see Innovation Pharmaceuticals provides update on COVID-19 clinical trial, compassionate use requests and research into brillocadin's broad spectrum antiviral properties. So what does this headline mean? Let's delve into it a little bit deeper. Okay, so looking at this article, we can see the company has completed some updates in terms of its randomized double-blind placebo-controlled phase 2 clinical trial. In terms of this drug, this has covered the treatment of moderate to severe COVID-19 in hospitalized patients. So looking at the second paragraph here is interesting, because this gives us a clue in terms of the catalyst. And what we can see here is the study is looking at unblinding analysis of unblinded data, and the release of top-line study results for the drug is anticipated to occur in mid to late October. So that's the key date to be aware of. So just to finish off in terms of the company, it is a small Boston-based pharmaceutical company. It is actually trading on the OTC, so it's a penny stock. It is high risk, so certainly consider a pullback around about, I would consider around about 21 cents if you can catch this. But I do expect these huge phase 2 trials to be successful. We're looking at results mid to end October, so it could be fairly imminent. I'm expecting encouraging results, and we're also looking at FDA approval for emergency compassionate use for the treatment of COVID-19. The next stock for your watch list from Monday is ticker symbol OCGN, Oxygen. This is a stock that has been featured a few times on the channel. This is a stock that I've also invested on a number of occasions, taking profit. However, what we can see right now is again bullish movement on the chart. So let's have a look at the chart on the screen here. We can see just a few days ago it seemed to have strong support around about the $7 mark, and recently we saw a close of play on the Friday. The stock was just up in excess of 6%, closing at $7.85. So the signs are good. Movement is up. Volume has increased massively, so the average volume we can see is just in excess of 14 million, but the volume close of play on the Friday was double at 30 million. We can see strong support here now. I think right now looking at around about $7.40. So is there potential good news for this stock? Let's have a look at some of the clues. So I think many of you who have been following this stock will be aware that WHO approval has not yet happened. We're also aware that this stock has been used in terms of testing on children between the age of 2 and 12 in trials. We also know that the stock has not had any instances of severe reactions or severe side effects, so that has been good. We've not yet had FDA approval, we've not yet had WHO approval, but we are probably getting close, so the rumours are building. Let's see what else we can find in terms of clues for potential good news. What I'd now like to do is share a verified tweet from Sania Madani, and she has said on a Twitter account on the 7th of October, she said, "Covaxin for kids, SEC to take a call on Monday, October the 11th. So we're looking at tomorrow here. So very interesting. This is a situation where we're looking at a potential rumour that is being shared. And as they say in the market, buy the rumour, sell the news. And the final stock I'd like to look at is ticker symbol CLOV, Clover Health Investments. We're going to start by having a look at the chart. So on the chart here, we can see at one point this was trading in excess of $28. But what's interesting here in terms of the yellow trend line that's been inserted here, we can see that the trend seems to have been broken. So there has been a bullish signal close of play on the Friday. The stock was up, but I think certainly what else is interesting from this chart is in terms of the short-term estimated moving averages, the stock does seem to be moving up above those now. So that's again a positive sign. We can see at the bottom for the MACD is also indicating a trend reversal to the upside. So it's definitely still high risk. It's definitely a stock that is one you need to be careful with in terms of investing. But what we can also see is there seems to be more volume. The money seems to be flowing in. And we can also see at the bottom there is a movement up in terms of the RSI. So certainly a lot more buying going on. And finally, in terms of some of the points just to add on for ticker symbol CLOV, in terms of volume, this was the highest volume that the stock had for a month on close of play on the Friday. And also the Centre for Medicare and Medicaid Services has approved their service area expansion to operate in 101 new countries. So good signs there. In terms of the fourth quarter earnings, I do expect this to be positive, and I expect the business to beat the third quarter earnings quite significantly. The business is also cash rich, and the last earnings we saw that they had in excess of $630 million in cash. So good long-term potential for the stock. However, the volatility, I think for the reasons that we know in terms of pressure from the hedge funds, has affected this in a negative way. So fingers crossed for a good reversal on this stock. And finally, thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.